Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha Izundu. That's my name. Today, okay, so I actually didn't plan to make this video, but I wanted to go to Kmart to get some kitchen things. And I wanted to get this liquid lipstick set from OXX Cosmetics. And the reason why I wanted to buy this is because Tanika Wan, I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm going to link her down below. She's a fellow fair-skinned, red-haired Australian YouTuber, Instagrammer, social influencer, that's the word. And she's wonderful. And she did a whole video on OXX Cosmetics of all the different products. And there were some things that were really cool, really not cool. It was a bit of a mixture. So this that she bought, I loved the colors and I liked that they were small. And this was only $6. So I have my receipt here. I'm gonna show you the price of everything. This was the only full price item that I bought from OXX today. Because you'll see in the title that I actually, when I went to Kmart, 95% was half off. And this is already a cheap brand. So I bought a mixture of things. I bought a lot of stuff from the OXX Bloom range. I had never seen it before. I'd only ever seen the regular OXX where it's like black packaging. This is like white and gold packaging. So very different packaging, but same brand. And maybe this has been around for a while. I haven't been to Kmart in a bit. I don't go all the time because it's dangerous if I do. But I saw all of this and I was actually picking up all of this stuff half off, and then I turned the corner and there was this whole OXX Bloom range. I mean, I could just be really outdated and this has been around for ages, but I'd never recognized it before. But this stuff enticed me more. So I have a mixture of both, but I put a lot of this stuff back, like the foundation and the primer, I put them back. And this one looked much better for my taste. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you everything that I paid and it was half off. Everything that I bought, I calculated was $31.50 for a full face. The only thing I didn't buy is like an eyeliner and a setting powder. I had the translucent powder, but I was like, oh, I don't want another one. So I decided not to get that because I got a lot of stuff for 30 bucks. I can't believe it. So if you think that it was all half off, it would equate to about $55, $60. So we're gonna start with this primer. This is if it's white packaging, it's Bloom. If it's black packaging, it's the Studio range. This is a serum primer, contains hyaluronic acid, antioxidants, restores skin, and is hydrating, lightweight, serum primer, 35 mils. Like this, it's like, even the foundation is 50 mils. Standard is 30. It's huge. So I paid, beautiful packaging. I paid $3. I paid $3. All right, so just think about that. I'm just gonna use my fingers for this. I'm hoping it's not too oily. Oh, it feels watery. I thought it was gonna be an oil. Oh, that is so much better than what I thought. It just feels like a really, I'll show you, really runny, watery serum. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, just a little dose of hydration. Where I was preparing myself for a full-on oil. Doesn't smell. Okay, OXX Bloom. That's really nice, just light, but it's got a little bit of tackiness to it. Perfect for the Bloom foundation. This is 50 mils. I got the shade 01 Porcelain. Even skin tone, hides imperfections, natural finish. So I've got a sponge and a brush. I'm gonna do half on each side. Color Perfect Foundation. Evens out your skin tone and hide imperfections with this highly blendable full coverage formulation. I didn't even read it. I just picked it up. Full coverage. Leave your skin looking natural and flawless with this non-comedogenic Color Perfect foundation. Okay, so when I was looking at this Bloom range, I thought it'd be like more natural kind of makeup because just the way that it was packaged, it looked a little bit more mature. I did not pick up their eyeshadow palettes. I didn't like the look of them. I'll show a picture of what it actually looks like. They were all shimmer and there was tiny, I knew I wasn't gonna use it. I just knew it. So I decided to pick up something from the Studio, which I thought if it's good, I would actually use. So yeah, 50 mils here, guys. I talk too much. And I love the squeezy tube. I thought this was gonna be like the MAC face and body with this tube, but it does say that it is full coverage. So I love this packaging. Oh, so I'll do sponge on this side. It's a little bit pink for me, but the next shade up looked too dark, so I had to settle. I think it was ivory, looked too dark. Yeah, it's a tad too pink. I need a little bit more neutral, but it'll do. Okay. Hello, Radiance. That looks really nice. It's not streaky. It is not clinging to any dryness. I mean, in fairness, it's summer, so I'm not as dry as I normally am, but I tend to get cakey around here. So you can kind of, actually, I feel like this would be buildable. Should I add a little bit more? It's a nice consistency, because it said full coverage, so, but I can still see my freckles. It's definitely medium to full, I would say, but it does not feel heavy. $3, guys. Oh my Lord, I'm glad I picked this one up. Oh my God, I'm so in love with this. You know how I was like really hyped up, if you've watched my videos before, about the Essence, the hydrating foundation. I can't remember what it was called. I wasn't that impressed. This looks so nice. It's almost blurring, but still looks so natural. Can you see it? Still looks like my skin, but with full coverage. Oh my God. Then I'm gonna go with my Sigma Round Kabuki F82 brush. This is a good foundation brush. I'm gonna use the less, because generally with a brush you don't need as much. So I believe this was the lightest shade. So I think if you're like really, really fair, I'm like, did you see that? Oh my God, I need to have breakfast. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, I was talking about the shade range, that's right. If you're fairer than me, if you're like fair, I'm like fair to light. I can kind of get away, if it's too fair, basically, I'm not the first shade if it's a big shade range. I'm only the first shade if it's a bit smaller. Like this, I'm the first shade because it's not a huge shade range, if that makes sense. So if you're like really fair, I think this would be too dark, honestly, because it's very borderline for me. I mean, I don't mind it when it's a tiny bit darker, because, especially in summer, I can still blend it and it works. I've added a little bit more to see how it builds, but I'm actually preferring the sponge side, I think. This is still nice. It's not dewy, it's not matte. Yeah, so see, I have to like drag it down my neck a bit. The thing is, this would match me on my shoulders, but because I'm wearing sunscreen every day on my face and neck, it is a little bit lighter than my current color. So I am a match to my body, I guess you could say. Oh, I'm really impressed with that. 50 mils, look at the packaging. Oh, $3. Right, concealer, we've got Bloom. I couldn't see a concealer in my shade in the other range, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of digging this line a little bit more. Luminous Luxe Concealer contains vitamin E. It's a natural glow and smooths complexion. I got the shade 01 Porcelain again, just because that skip to the next shade was a bit too dark, I thought. So even this is quite pink. We'll see. Oh yeah, that might work. Oh, it's got a nice serum-y consistency. It's definitely not brightening. It'll be more of a shade match. So the lightest shade is not going to be brightening if you're fairer skinned. I'm just gonna use a sponge because I prefer a sponge with concealer. And yes, Mona is here hanging out with us. It's more of a dewy, you can see it's a little bit dewy there. Definitely not full coverage. Maybe I will use the brush on this side because I want to see what's better. So I do wish this concealer was a bit lighter than the foundation, just a tiny bit. It's basically the same color. Because it's the lightest shade, I feel like it should be just that little bit lighter. It's not bad, but is it amazing? So I paid for this, sorry, I forgot to say, $2.50. So I think the retail would be like $5. Just gonna add a little bit more here. Like, it's not bad. I've definitely tried worse that were more expensive. But I would say it's a little bit lighter coverage than the foundation, which is kind of not the point. The foundation should be lighter coverage than the concealer. So far, I'm really impressed. What is going on? I'm really glad that I got the Bloom range because that is nice. Should we go into brows? Now, Tanika bought this and it was a very weird experience for her, so I want to try it too. My brows are a little bit darker than hers. This is the shade Light and it's one of those Create Hair-Like Strokes Precise Brow Pen. I think there were 3 shades and this is the lightest. So what happened with her is she drew it on her hand and they were like really light and then it like changed color. It went really dark. And so then her brows went really dark. But her brows are a lot lighter than mine. So I've tried a few of these types of pens and I haven't had a lot of luck in quality of them. So this was $2.50. Okay, no, that's showing up as color. Maybe she got a strange, dodgy one because that's totally showing up as colorful, but we'll see. It might go darker. You know what? I really didn't need a powder because the concealer is so light. It hasn't even really creased. And the foundation is more of a satin, luminous satin, so it's not moving around. And it's hot. I'm hot. I don't know if I have the right brows for these kind of products, but I'm always so curious about them. I didn't want to buy too many brow products because I already have quite a few. And I just bought an e.l.f. order for the putty bronzer and I bought a brow powder that I was curious about. So I almost bought the brow powder. I was like, I don't need it. I already have one and I've got another one coming. So I thought this would be interesting. Even though I saw Tanika use it already, I wanted to see how it would be on my brows. I mean, it's not a bad color. It's probably a bit darker than I would normally go. And this is the light shade. I feel like I could live without this. I think my brows just suit pencils because I just need to fill them and shape them. I don't really need hair-like strokes. I kind of want to do my eyes and then we'll do the rest of the face. I bought the OXX Studio Liquid Eyeshadow Duo in bronze. This was $4. Was this half off? I cannot remember. It might have been $8. $4 is still cheap to me though. So it was either $4 or $8. But this is a dupe for the Huda Beauty. I haven't seen anyone use these. And I just wasn't, I mean, I saw Tanika do the OXX Studio Eyeshadow Palette. I know me, I would probably just use it for the video and then never use it again. Like I wasn't curious enough to buy it, but this I thought so. So I thought I'd give this a go. So let's try this. What I kind of wanted to do is, I did something a little bit different, is the bronzer I bought is actually a face powder in a darker shade. I didn't know that when I picked it up. I thought this was a matte bronzer. And then when I went to the checkout, I realized it was actually a face powder, but it was a really good shade. I want to put this on my eyes first as like a transition shade. So this is the shade 3.1 Light Beige. But I thought this was a really nice bronzer shade. The bronzers from XX Studio looked a little orange and a little dark for me. It was only like one shade. And then the bronzer looked like the highlighter, but in a bronze form. It was too highlighter looking. It looked like a brown highlighter. And I was just like, I don't really want that. So I thought this would be a better option actually. We can see how this looks, but I want to put this on my eyes. So I guess I technically did buy a powder, but it was for the intention as a bronzer. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work as a bronzer. So we're going to use the matte side first. And then I've got this Real Techniques brush. It is a crease prep brush, but I like, it's good for liquid because it's a little bit denser to help buff it out. Yes, Mona's trying to get my attention by coughing. This looks like a nice color. I don't know how much time we have to work, so I'm just going to do this straight away. I mean, it's blending quite easily, isn't it? It's not patchy. I definitely recommend more of a patting blend than like dragging it. I think that will make it a patchy, but that looks good. This looks really nice. And you girls got hooded eyes, so I think I need to see how this wears through the day. I'll leave a comment, I'll pin a comment in the comment section how the eyes wore. Oh, so this one is totally different. So the matte side has got like a doe foot, and then this side is kind of like a liner. That's interesting. But I guess it helps you do like if you want to do like a cut crease kind of situation like this. And it puts on enough product for you to not have to keep dipping in. I reckon you could even pat this out with your finger. But I'm going to use a brush. Just going to tap, just so that I don't have a harsh line. Oh, okay, that dried down instantly. Okay, so this side does not blend. This is a quick dry down. But the other side you can definitely blend out easily. So I'm just going to do more of a precise line then. Let me try and see if I can blend it with my finger. Maybe it needs a bit of warmth. Alright, you gotta be precise with that, baby. No blending time there. Let's use my finger. Kind of just buffed the edges a little bit. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I'm getting more. I'm getting... Okay, yeah, use your finger. Don't use a brush. If you like more of a blurred line like I do. I don't really like a straight... not a straight line, a crisp, sharp line. This is really nice. It's really nice. All right, I'm gonna put on some mascara. I've got the OXX Bloom. There was a volumizing mascara and a lengthening. I chose the lengthening. It contains castor seed oil, which helps your lashes grow, and long wear clump free. And I got the shade brown. I don't own a brown mascara. I've always wanted to own a brown mascara, and I had brown eyeshadow, so I thought, now's the time, guys. Okay, I like a straight wand. I have low expectations with mascaras because I need lengthening. I've got thick but short lashes. So I'm not really looking for volume. I'm looking for more lengthening. The formula feels a little dry. Oh, this, I keep forgetting the price. Mascara was $2.50. So probably originally $5. I feel like W7 mascaras are the worst. I would never recommend them. It's not the best, but it's certainly not bad. I like brown. I mean, I don't have impressive lashes, so you're not going to see this amazing before and after on me. But I think it looks nice. I definitely use it again. I'm very, if I don't like a mascara, I just give it away or throw it out. When I say give it away, I usually give it to my mum. So don't worry about that. No, this is nice. I'll keep this one. Okay, so now I'm just thinking, I really like this, just by the way. I have the cream bronzer from OXX Studio. I did a whole review on it. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it up here for you to watch. I'm questioning, do I use that underneath this, or do I just go in with this? I wish you guys could tell me what you want right now. This should be live. I've never done a live. I'm too scared no one's gonna watch it. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to rub this off and it doesn't want to come off. This is the eyeshadow. Damn. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Let's just kind of see what this looks like. And if I'm not satisfied, I'll go get the cream bronzer. This is the BB Beauty Bay 101 bronzer brush. And this is the shade Light Beige 3.1 in the, this is a face powder. Might be too light. Okay, let's just use this. I think that's okay. I've kind of got a little bit of a light makeup situation going on. And I've done a whole review of the other bronzer. Check that out if you're interested. It's actually in my shop, my stash at the moment, so I've been using it every time I wear makeup. I mean, if you're fair, this would be really good. It's because it's a face powder, it's blending seamlessly. It's not too pigmented. But it is very, very fair for a bronzer. I think for me and what I like in a bronzer, because this is a powder, it looks really nice. Look at my forehead. It looks kind of blurred. What I like in a bronzer is I like a little bit more intensity. I would probably, if I use this again, put a bit of contour underneath, and then I would put this over the top, and I think I would really like it that way. But it's definitely not my favorite product of the day. But I just saw that other bronzer. I was gonna buy it, but I kind of knew I wasn't gonna like the shade. It just had that oranginess to it that was more suitable to medium skin tones. I could not see blushes in the Bloom range. Maybe they were all sold out. I could not find one, which would make more sense that it's sold out, because why would you do a whole makeup stand and not include blush? I think it looks nice and natural. Maybe a little bit on the yellow side, but it's a face powder, so what are you gonna do? All right, so my blush, it's called a blush palette, but it's basically 2 highlighters and 1 small blush. This was $3 I paid, so probably originally $6. I'm not that impressed with this, but it's the only blush I could find. Not everything makes sense. Wow, I look really yellow right now. What just happened? Did it? Oh my God, this oxidized? Did this oxidize? Did I just go really? This totally oxidized. What just happened to my face? I wasn't this yellow 2 seconds ago, was I? Holy moly. They're very faint. So highlight, that could be a shimmery blush, and that's a matte blush. Kind of want to see what this one looks like, and then if it doesn't do anything, okay, that's powdery. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's basically a highlighter. All right, let's do the pink on the other side. Oh, my face is an experiment today. So I'm really disappointed on the blush front, and it's in a very dusty, crusty palette. So this is not good. I really want to use this highlighter at the bottom. So I'm going to try and dumb down this highlight. Highlighter I bought is from the Bloom range. It is number 2 rose gold. Number 1 was very golden coppery, and this was the other one. So I really like pink highlights, and the other one looked a bit too dark for my skin tone. So it's good that they had 2 highlights for 2 different skin tones, so that was good. But yeah, this is shade 2 rose gold. Kind of got that hourglass. Oh, this looks all right. Oh, that looks really nice. Let's see how that looks compared to that one there. It looks much nice. It's a lot creamier. I'm going to test it on this side where I have no highlighter. Oh, maybe too heavy. I think that's a little too much. I didn't even put that much on my brush. If you like a crazy highlight, then yes. This I paid $3 for this one, so probably $6 originally. It's probably a little too heavy for me. Let me not put any more on my brush and just see what happens. I think you have to go in very lightly, but it's definitely got that goldy aspect. That's quite pretty, but all right, I've just dabbed. I thought it would be more of a pink, but it's definitely more of a gold. Yeah, you only need to lightly touch this. It looks much nicer on this side. It looks like a strip on this side. Okay, I could live without this. If you like a natural highlight, you will not like that. It's very intense. So we had a very strong start, but can't win them all. So then lastly, you guys know that this was $6. This is my last product. This is the liquid, Mona. This is the Liquid Lip Demi Matte Liquid Lipstick in the nude range. So I think that was a red range. How do I open this? I just love how small these are. If I like these, I'm taking these to Queensland with me. They are not named, unfortunately. Okay, so here are the shades here. And I really like what they've done. They've got like an orange, a pink, a very traditional neutral nude, and then more of a purpley, mauvey nude. So they've got all the different undertones of a nude. But what do I want to use today? Do I want to use the orange one? I think I'm going to use the orange one. This is a color that I don't really have. I'm going to go get a lip liner and just line this a little bit. Okay, so I went and got my Ulta 3 Longwear lip liner in the shade Nude. I thought it was a pretty decent match for a unique kind of shade. I love this lip. Definitely dries down to a liquid lip. It's not a demi matte. I don't have a lip color like this and I really like it. It's perfect for summer. I am totally taking these away with me because they're all the shades that you want in a nude. Oh, I highly recommend this. If you like a liquid, if you're someone that likes a liquid lip formula, then you would really like these. If you hate liquid lips, then don't. I'm gonna go through each product and just say yes or no to if I recommend it, all right? I think that's going to be the easiest way without this video being, it's probably gonna be, okay, we've got Luna. He's upset, he wants a cuddle. It's probably going to be a 30-minute video unless I just say yes or no to my recommendations, all right? So, primer, yes, lightweight, hydrating. Probably my favorite of the day. Yes, 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 100 times yes. I paid $3, retail $6. You cannot go wrong. Shade range, not great. Yes, 10 out of 10. Concealer, yes, if you like light. Yes. Let's have a look at my eyes actually. Eyes look fantastic. Eyes look fantastic. I'm gonna see what other colors they have. Absolutely love that. I probably take that away with me too. This is definitely a look I would do on holidays. No to the bronzer. Bronzer. No. No. Brow. No. Could live without. Mascara. Yes. I really like it. It's gone hard. It's gone very dry. It's a drier formula if you like that. But I really liked it. And then, yes. My top 3 of the day is foundation, whatever you call this, liquid eyeshadow, and the lips. They're my top 3. Highly recommend. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Let's zoom out. Here's my cute little baby's little hair. Oh my God, it's getting so long. Okay, so that is everything. Apart from the Feel the Phrase products, I'm definitely going to use this again in another video. I am very happy. That's all I have to say. I'm very happy with a majority of these products. I think I found some real wins. My lips are feeling great. My lips are feeling really good. Anyway, like this video if you enjoyed it. Check out Tanika down in my description. She does some really good Australian drugstore reviews. So check that out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in my next video. Ta-da! Ta-da! Bye.